Makeup time, makeup time. All right, so it is getting to be winter and I am no longer tanning. So we're gonna do a little shade testing. So I am beige N150 during the summer. And I'm anywhere from either an N140, Ivory N140, or an Ivory N160 during the winter. So it just depends on, you know, if I use any fake tanner and how really true white I let my skin get. Oh no! I was like, now I gotta go run and find my, hold on, my foundation. Okay, so we're just gonna do a shade test. So what you wanna do is you wanna test your shade right here and kind of see which one looks the best. So this is the N140 over here. This is the N160. So, and I kind of am doing it in larger patches. You can do like stripe tests down your face and like compare them all, but I know I'm either one of these two. I just don't know which, but it's pretty easy to see which one I am. So this is the N140 and this is the N160. So if you kind of get like that disappearing act, obviously you can see where I put it, but it blends right in with my skin. This is what you want. That is what you're looking for when you're testing your foundation. This right here, not this, not orange, not pink. So that is what you're looking for. Okay, so hopefully I have all my brushes and I don't gotta like keep stopping. We are gonna go ahead and we're gonna apply foundation. So just for sake of time, normally I would wipe this off, but you know, it'll be fine. So this is the TimeWise 3D foundation. It is a medium to full coverage. It is layerable, so you can actually just, you know, start with a medium coverage, covering everywhere. And this is my favorite. It's our liquid foundation brush. We have tons of different brushes. We have blending brushes, sponges, but I personally love this. There's no right or wrong way to apply your foundation. I think it's purely preference of how you like the finish to look. Some people just like fingers. I don't like fingers anymore because I just feel like I don't get, it's like kind of leaves me with a streaky foundation finish. I feel like the brush really kind of evens it out. And if you do like applying it with your fingers, that's okay too. Apply it with your fingers, but then maybe go over it with a clean brush to kind of just give you like an airbrushed, flawless application. And I did way too much. That came out like a lot. So we're really going to blend this in. Do a little bit on my eyes. I guess we're going full coverage today because that's what I accidentally did. So we're really gonna blend into the hairline. So since I wasn't paying attention to how much foundation I put on the brush when I squeezed it out, we're going full coverage. Just like that. And you do always want to blend your foundation down. So it'll take just an extra minute for it to warm up to my skin just because I did such a thick layer on accident. But typically you want to do thin layers. It's actually better to do like 3 or 4 thin layers of foundation than it is to do one big layer because it actually starts to look cakey. So, like sweaty, and I'm getting like sweaty and red right now. Okay. Boom. Go get somebody to bring me water or something. Okay, so foundation is done. And now we're going to go in with concealer. So since I am back to the Ivory N140, I'm still a deep ivory. I was a light beige for a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to do my little concealer hack. And we're going to put a little bit of concealer on the back of our hand. And then I'm going to do a little bit of foundation primer. And then I need to find my concealer brush. I have like half my brushes in my bag because I took them with me somewhere. And then half of my brushes are like in my little holder. So I'm still like finding all my brushes. So it's taking me a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm gonna use this brush and I'm just gonna mix that foundation primer and that concealer together. And then I'm just gonna pat it right underneath my eyes. And I love this because it is going to help from creasing. It's gonna help it go on smoother and stay and just give me that extra layer of protection. And so I like to carry it down since it is kind of like a, for lack of a better term, watered down concealer. I'm gonna take it right here under my eyes, bring it right here. And goodbye pores, goodbye fine lines and wrinkles. And we're just gonna pat that in right there. So using it with a foundation primer is really going to be awesome. And it's gonna prevent creasing too. So you can see it just kind of really conceals the pores right here. They are gone. And that's what I love. So, and you can do that anywhere. Like you can even do like, if you have like little spots, oh, this would be a good thing. So let me do a spot treatment. So you see, I have this one little guy right there. So we're just gonna do that. And I'm gonna show you a really cool trick that actually one of my customers taught me the other day. So yeah, see now the redness is going away. I was getting like hot and sweaty. I think I was getting that because I like had so much foundation on. I'm like, oh, I'm really gonna have to blend it out. But yeah, now it matches. Okay, so we're gonna use the powder. So now we're gonna take this and I'm just gonna lightly tap, and you can do it with your finger too. I have a concealer brush, I just can't find it. So we're gonna lightly tap right there, that concealer. Goodbye blemish. And we're just gonna kind of like, and you want to put any blemishes, you want to put the concealer directly on it. You don't want to go all around that area because you're trying to conceal it. So if you put it everywhere, it's just going to make it pop out just like it was before. So think of it like if you have something that's kind of off red, or like, or no, I'm sorry. If you have something that's blue, let's say you have a vein right here, and you put like under eye corrector orange concealer over the top of it, it's going to neutralize it. But if you put orange concealer over here, then it's going to make that entire area kind of like that orange concealer color, and then it's going to actually just not do what it's meant to do. I don't know if that makes sense. I always feel like I say it really like good, and then I listen to myself later. I'm like, I did not explain that very well at all. Okay, Silky setting powder. I love this powder because it is so soft, and this is just going to like keep you camera ready because we can't take filters with us. I don't use filters when I do these. Sometimes I use filters when I'm taking photos and everything, but I don't use filters. So this is, you know, every day when I'm walking around, this is my everyday filter. So I'm gonna start right here. This is the Silky setting powder. It's gonna set my foundation. And it is a blurring powder, so it is just going to blur those fine lines, wrinkles, pores, and just give me like the perfect. So I always carry my foundation down. Just like that. So that is the perfecting concealer. And I am using the shade light to medium ivory. Okay, so perfect. So I am almost done with the flawless face. I am done. Actually, that's foundation. That is my foundation routine right there. And then I would do a little bit of brows and then some light color. So I am going to do my brows because they're funky. I was in the era of over plucking. Yes. I am late 30s. That's what we did in high school. So we're gonna go up with them in the direction. So right here, I kind of go up in the direction, and you can even take your brush, because that's what I should have done. We're gonna brush them up. And then what I do is I draw a line. So I know what they're supposed to look like, so I don't always need to brush them up, but sometimes it helps. So I'm gonna draw the line, and then I'm gonna brush up. Just to about the middle, and kind of just fill in my brows. Just give me those perfect brows. And then when I get to about the middle, that's when you can really just kind of go this way. Okay. And then I'm gonna lay it flat right there. So now I have a brow. It's really nice. So you see just kind of how sparse my brows are. So I'm gonna start right here. Sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. I need to set up my big mirror. That's what I need to do so I can not use my phone to record. Okay, so those are my brows. And then if you want to make them just like really blend in, you can go like this and just really make those pencil marks blend in with your brows. Just like so. All right. So now I have brows, and now I have my flawless face. And then it is just a blank canvas for whatever I want to do that day. Since I did more full coverage, I would maybe do like pops of color and, you know, maybe just a little bit more color today. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to show it in the next video, so be watching for that. But that is my flawless face routine, and as well as how you test your foundation when, yeah, it changes for the season. So you just put a little bit right there, and that is how you test for your foundation. And you just, you know, pray you don't turn red. I only turn red. I get nervous on camera still. So that is why I turn red. Obviously you can't see it in my face anymore, but you do still see it in my neck. But all right, you guys have a good day, and come back for part 2 when I do my color.